Hi, welcome to another tutorial of Photoshop. Let's learn how to use the magic wand and the selection tool. So the very first thing we do is on the layer Ctrl J or Command J on a Mac. So we're going to select this here. If you click and hold, you have two options: click selection or magic wand. First we're going to select magic wand. So magic wand selected, and we click like so on this area, and we have a selection. If we press delete, it deletes the background. Very cool stuff. But let's undo. What we also can do is let's deselect, click and hold, and go into the quick selection tool. So on quick selection we can drag like so and get this guy, and it's selected. So what we do in this case, delete. Yes, this is what happens when you use the selection tool. If you're selecting the person, what you have to do is invert the selection. So in this case, come here to select and click inverse or shift Control I, and now press delete, and there we go, we have just the guy. And then if you want to use it for another background, just select, deselect, or Control D, Command D on the Mac, and there you go. Another nice trick about the selection. However, let's undo this and undo, and we have, so we will still want to keep the shoe. Right, so we go into magic wand and the tolerance. What is a tolerance? Tolerance, basically the magic wands goes in search for that color. So I've got a very high tolerance. You need to play with the tolerance depending on the picture and obviously of the background. So in this case I'm going to put 10% of tolerance, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to zoom so you can see what's happening in here. As you can see in here, there's different tones, like a small gradient. Because the tolerance was so low, it only selects that area. But if I click here, because it's different tone, it's brighter, see, only selected those areas, and the magic wand could not go to the slightly darker areas because it told magic wand to do it. So it's when you need to, depending on the picture, depending on the background, it's when you need to go and see, play with the tolerance. Let me put back on 70 because I was pretty happy with the result. Yes, I'm very happy with the result. Then we can go and click here, refine edge. On the refine edge we can play a lot more with the selection itself. So if we in here, what you see, it's like a mask. That's a further tutorial. And let's put like so we can see here as well the selection, and we can feather slightly so it's not as sharp edges. So I'm going to go like that, and as you can see in here, because I've feathered too much, but this gives you the idea. This is the feather, so it just smooths out the selection. Obviously, if you wanted now to put the background on it, let's say I want to apply a gradient, I'm just going to click the gradient, but that's something I'll show you afterwards. But as you can see, it was too much, the refine edge. So once again, I would advise everyone to play with this refine edge and the feather and everything else.